Hello everyone, as you all might know, I have done a few Underworld videos, and after the videos I've been asked a lot of questions about Underworld in general, so this video is gonna be just a video answering the top questions I found that people seem to be asking again and again, and I'm gonna try my best to answer them. So the number one question I get asked is, I want to do Underworld, but I cannot get around the problem of people asking ghastly summoning stones. So I'm just gonna give the advice I give everyone is to try to find a Underworld Speak Clear guild if they can, because you can probably learn as a group rather than going in and do some practice runs while you at it. And people in guild settings seem to be more understanding than if you would go with pugs. So I would definitely recommend that. The number two question is, a lot of people are new to Underworld and I haven't really shown the maps in the runs, so they get lost while they're in Underworld. So specifically for that, I've created text mod, and if you don't know text mod, just go on Guild Wiki and search it. So if you use the text mod, your map will look something like this on the screen. And the number three question is, people want to practice, but they don't really want to go in groups and kind of fail the groups if they may. So for that, I've created a hero build that you can go with 3 heroes inside and kind of clear the Lab Reaper and take the restoring quest, so they can go and practice on their own solo in public concept. So I'm gonna put the skills and attributes of the hero in the beginning, and I'm gonna put the skills as I found a little tool online, and I hope you guys like this and find it like more easy to understand. So just load up these 3 heroes and make sure you are in hard mode before you enter Underworld, because actually did it previously. I recorded the whole video, then I realized I was in normal mode. So just make sure you're in hard mode before you enter, and yeah, when you have the 3 heroes, make sure the Elementalist is set to non-attack and the other heroes are set to passive. So before you actually aggro the 8 axis, have the Elementalist cast Prod Bot on you. So that's what you always want to do before you actually aggro the 8 axis. You always want to have the Necro or the Elementalist rather select you and cast Prod Bot on you, because these 8 axes just do too much damage. They usually can kill you in 2 hits, so sometimes if they get lucky they'll just kill you off, so that's why it's better to have Prod Bot on. Also, as another tip to get to prevent from failing is, it's just that there are a lot of dying nightmares that pop around this area. So if you enter a place, or if you're going to a place that you have not been before, or traveling to an area, make sure you cast Shadow Form before you go there. As you see, I got rendered by Nightmare over there, but I covered myself with Prod Bond. So that's why to prevent fail, just make sure you have Shadow Form before you aggro any new groups. Also, if your Dying Nightmare does pop, just make sure you have the Necro and the Mesmer select the Dying Nightmare first and kill it off before they actually start killing the Bladed, because Dying Nightmares can rend you again. So just get rid of that team person before it lead to any fails. So I just aggro these Bladed groups one by one to either side while having the Elementalist cast Prod Bond on you and maintaining your enchantments. Shadow Distress, if you have it on you, it's better, because if they do manage to hit you a little bit more and the heroes cannot heal you, they're a bit further away, you can survive for a few seconds because you have Shadow Distress on. And that's why there will be 2 groups of Bladed on either side of the stairs. There will be patrolling Skelly, and there will be one stationary group of Bladed in between that you'll need to kill. And there may also be some grasping pops, which I'll show you shortly. Just aggro them in small groups because you don't want them to break off while the necro is and the mesmerist is trying to kill it off, and aggro onto the main group. So that's why just take it slow. Aggro one group at a time. It's usually better. As you can see, I'm just having a lucky day with the dying nightmares. If they do manage to get you a little bit low health, just use discharge and heart of shadow. Kind of try to kill them off. But anyways, again, it's crucial that you have shadow form on if you go into an area that you have not been in. That only applies to the starting area. After this, the dying nightmares do not really pop. Whichever dying nightmares that are there in the groups, you can see them. You don't really have to look out for them. So yeah, some of these areas have grasping darknesses in there, which kind of spawn once you aggro them or go in the area. So just be mindful of that. And as you can see, I always have the elementalist cast Prodbon on me. No, not Prodbon, Prod Spirit on me whenever it's going down. That's why I just keep an eye on Prod Spirit and make sure you're always covered by it if you're in the aggro of 8 axis. So once this main area is clear, just go ahead and kill the blade 8 axis on top of the stairs using the same kind of technique. And then you can take the lab quest to open the doors. Once blazes are dead, just go ahead and kill the skellies in the background. He shouldn't be too difficult. So once he's dead, you're gonna make your way back to the place where you spawned. And take the lab quest, which will pop graspings on either side. So once you take the quest, just go and make your way on top here and wait for the groups to come down. So kind of just pull them across the wall. Also, I don't know if I forgot to mention, but whenever you're aggroing anything, just pull them across the wall to their to the right side. And if you're looking from this angle, it'll be right side, but if you're looking from behind the person, it'll be on the left side. So your left side and their right. But since you have heroes on there, it doesn't really matter which side you aggro them to. Also, don't move around too much if you have the aggro. So if you have the aggro, just stay stationary. Because if you kind of move, they have the tendency of breaking and moving on to the main group. So once these grasping is dead, 3 groups of grasping is dead, you are free to either clear the path to all the different areas like pits, plains, mountains, pools, and wastes even, and go do your quests. Uh, or not really good to do your quest, but kind of see the area and kind of gauge what is in it. Or you can go and clear the lab reaper and take the quest restoring. So you can do everything you would do in a regular run. But I prefer to clear the way over here and then go clear the lab reaper, because the Terra webs that you kill at the end, they're a bit annoying and dangerous. So I just prefer to clear out as much as I can. So if things do get bad at the lab reaper, I can just leave and kind of semi-practice, if it may be. So over here there will be two groups of bladed and one group of grasping. Sometimes they have the dying nightmare in there, sometimes they don't, but just use shadow form, pull them back. Also, you don't want to go further from this area, because these bladed groups are actually patrolling bladed groups. As you see, they will come, and if you're too out in the open, they sometimes go for the heroes. So just stay in this area before one of the bladed groups is killed, because one of them patrols into the path that we're standing in, one of them just patrols back and forth above us. So just clear the bladed 8 axis before you actually do something else. And I do realize this might seem like a long and boring process, but sometimes you have to do this in the beginning to get a little bit of practice. And the good thing about this is, you don't have to sit and do this in a one stretch. You can probably clear a little bit now and come back and clear a bit later. So it gives you kind of the freedom to kind of do stuff by yourself if you want to. So after you kill this bladed group, in essence you can go to your areas, but if you want to take the Restoring Ruins Monuments quest, which actually enables you to pop the Reapers in all the different areas, you have to go clear out this section. Also, you don't want to flag your heroes for them from this area, because there are some groups that patrol through this path. There is one group of bladed, so just kind of flag them there and wait for all the groups to kind of scatter. So don't use your longbow on them or pull them when they're in a huge bundle, because what will happen is everything that's close to them will aggro, like so. Just wait for the groups to patrol, go on their patrol paths, and then come back and kind of attack them. Also, some of these groups will have dying nightmares in there, so just make sure the heroes dispatch that before anything else. So yeah, dying nightmares first, and then get everything else that's around whatever you have aggroed on you at the time. You don't really have to macro the necros, because they are pretty good in using the skills. So yeah, once the group you have on you is dead, just go ahead. There will be a few other groups of graspings and bladed 8 axes. So just aggro them in small groups. Don't aggro them when they're close together like that. Just aggro them when they're kind of roaming on their own. So yeah, they will kind of pull easily like this in small groups, so just kill them in small groups. Because if you aggro them in a large group, they do not like to be hit by Spiteful Spirit as a big group, and they will break off, especially in hard mode. And once they break off, they will usually go for the elementalist healer. Yeah, make sure you have the heroes flagged back. If you're gonna aggro a group of 8 axes, make sure you have prod spirit on yourself before you do that. As you can see, I aggro more than enough right here. So if you do aggro a bit more, that's why it kind of helps to have the heroes flagged back a bit. So what I usually do is just let myself die, and have the heroes res me, rather than bringing all the aggro back to the heroes and having them die as well. So if you see a situation that's kind of going bad, just make sure you flag the heroes away and have them come res everyone afterwards. Because if you do that, it's just a 5-10 minute delay, but if you kind of have the heroes killed, you pretty much failed. Unless you're bringing in res scrolls into Underworld. Which may be useful if you bring a couple of res scrolls, because sometimes if things get sour and all the heroes die, and the heroes that are alive don't have reses, you might just go ahead and use a res scroll. But then again, plant fibers are not really that easy to find. So now that all the graspings and bladed 8 axes is dead, we're gonna go after the most dangerous foes that you'll find throughout your run. That will be the Terra webs. They're usually pretty easy, if you have concepts and you can maintain shadow form, but with heroes solo, they're quite dangerous. Just kind of aggro them back. Right now I'm not really using shadow form because I have prod spirit, but as soon as prod spirit goes down, you need to use shadow form and kind of pull them around in a circle like this, so they kind of bunch up better. So after that is done, flag the heroes a bit closer and kind of flag them around so they're not in a ball. If you see the heroes taking a lot of damage, just flag them back again. That's why I don't really like the Terras, because they're just so difficult to kill if you don't have an interrupt on yourself. So sometimes it just feels it'd be better to just take a interrupt mesmer rather than taking Norgu. Also helps to have res on all the heroes. So yeah, just take your time and kill the Terra webs. You're kind of going down, have the heroes flag back again, try again rather than wiping out. So once the Terra webs are dead, you're ready to take your lab quest. You just go ahead, talk to the lab reaper and take the quest, restoring Grant's monuments. And once you take the quest, you will be free to go ahead and do all your areas. So at this time you would pop a concept and then go ahead and leave. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any further questions about Underworld, general Underworld, small or big, that I did not answer in this video, just go ahead and leave in the comments, and once I read them I'll do my best to kind of address them in as a video or as a comment.